Hopefully, we timed this perfectly. All right, all right, all right. What is going on, everybody? Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to your Tuesday evening entertainment. I am joined once again by two absolute legends in the Splinterland space, Darkest Night and Walking Keys. I want to welcome you both to the show. Let's start with you, Walking Keys. How are you doing, man? How are you feeling? I think we actually did this just a week ago. So, how have things changed over the past week for you? Any major updates? Anything going on?
First of all, thank you, After Sound, for having me. Appreciate you. Darkest Night, always a pleasure seeing you, sir. I'm a little bit has changed for me, actually. My entire land strategy has changed since last week. So, well, I guess we'll talk about that.
We had some good conversations about land last week, and then we continued it afterwards too, which was good. What about you, Darkest Night? How are you feeling overall about things?
I want to be positive, but a little bit of disappointment over the weekend with land not hitting the map circle. So again, I don't want to be that guy, but it was disappointing, right? Super disappointing.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, it is what it is. We were given a deadline, which oddly enough we hadn't been given for a while. So I think there was a little bit of maybe this is real.
They did say with the caveat that if everything works out, they'll have it out this weekend. But apparently everything didn't work out. So
yeah. No, I mean, I was telling Darkest Side. I mean, I saw pings like on the internal chat all weekend. I mean, they're working hard at it. There's just a ton of stuff, and I think ultimately what it came down to, and the reason people are feeling so frustrated is because it's just like, oh, they got us again. So so Darkest Side and I were actually talking before this. And I'm like, I was prepared for land to drop on the Mav server August 29th, right? Yeah. Like not even the full thing, just August 29th. So it's just like when the newer timelines came up, everybody gets excited about that. But at this point, I'm back to August 29th. Like I'm not even thinking about it until it's there. So
I'm back to January 2024. So yeah.
Well, the other thing that might go to January 2024 is Soul Keep, because we haven't really heard much on that too.
Yeah.
So Keys, are you into tower defense type of games at all? Are you looking forward to that?
I am very looking forward to it. And in the meantime, I love making a few flips off of these packs. I've flipped them probably 3 or 4 times at this point.
Oh, nice. All right. Well,
actually 3 times. Yeah.
I'm just holding for the SPS rewards, which it's all right. I just want the game, man. I think the game could be a fun way. I've been saying this for literally a year now, but I think that tower defense type of genre could be a fun way to bring new people into the ecosystem. So it's funny to me because I get why they're focusing on land. They got to deliver the promise, but man, I think with all the hype that happened in July with the SPS staking and the modern human only, tower defense would have been the thing to hit in August, right? Like, I don't care if you put land to 2025, like tower defense would have been the thing, because that SPS was going up. There's this new game mode that has an appeal to everybody, because land doesn't have an appeal to everybody, right? Like, it's if you know what's going on, you have a large collection, you want to get into the land game, then it's cool. But that's actually something that, if we're going to talk about land tonight, I want to get both of your opinions on. What are ways in the future that this could be something that's beneficial for like a person to own just like one plot of land? Because the way that I see it now, especially because we've heard certain things like research tokens are going to gate the different things you can do with your land, right? The ways that you can upgrade. It's like, well, if somebody only has like one plot of land, at some point they're going to have to like stop whatever that land specialty is, and then like do research tokens and then go back and, you know what I mean? Like, is it going to be worthwhile for a person with a single plot to have that value? Or is it all about accumulating a bunch and then, playing kind of this digital Tetris with, or land Tetris or resource Tetris, I guess. But what do you think, Dark Side?
So to answer that question, so to get people with one plot of land interested or make it worth it, I would probably look towards something like, and I'm gonna give just a random thing here, right? Archaeology, right? So we already have a process for getting totem fragments. But let's just say once a harvest cycle, whatever, there's an opportunity to find an NFT, right? A sword, a potion, something that will be used maybe in the future to help your play, right?
Yeah.
And I know that's coming, right? 2025, I think it is. We're gonna have a whole new battle.
The
system,
items
right?
and spells.
Yeah, items and spells, right? So with one plot of land, right? Maybe you can participate in that and get some of that stuff. You could also have an opportunity for another feature, right? If you have one plot of land, maybe have traders, right? If your account only has one plot of land, maybe you can go, build a wagon and go to different regions without paying that fee.
Well, you're going to have to do that regardless for all the different resources. But
Sure.
from my understanding, research tokens are going to be like account bound or soul bound. So that's I don't know,
non-transferable.
non-transferable. What do you think, Walking Keys?
Yeah, I mean, I do think that if it's done right, it'll follow the same kind of thing as Splinterlands, the game, where like you get into the game, it's awesome, and you have level 1 cards. But if you want to start moving up, you need level 2 cards. You need to buy more cards and combine them. Same thing with land. You get a piece of land. At least, I mean, 1.5. It's hard to talk about like the value of one plot. I think we'll see more value in single plots later, especially 2.0, when there's more NFTs being minted from the land, like Darkest Night said. But I think in the short term, especially before 1.6, not a whole lot you can do with your land. I don't see people be like, oh, I got to get one, unless the rewards are high in the beginning. Yeah. If SPS, if you're making, people are making $3 of SPS a day, $4, oh man, I'll buy a $50 plot, put some cards on it. But I see a pullback from land. I see, going really big, and then people falling off after they get interested, after they see it for a little while. And then 1.6 will bring it back up. 1.7, there'll be waves and stuff. But I don't really expect a flood of new players or people to buy one plot unless the value's high, or unless there's like 2.0, when you're actually, like you said, spells and cards and stuff like that.
Yeah. If I had to make a prediction here, Darkest Night and I were talking about this earlier. With the timing of Land 1.5, assuming that it does come out in August, if you've been following Bitcoin for the past 14 years, however long it's been around, September is an awful month. Like Bitcoin is just like, it's usually a down month for Bitcoin. So my guess is that we're going to see whatever Land is going to do, we're going to see that impact muted for the month of September. Like I wouldn't be surprised if we see SPS still dip below 2 cents again. I mean, it's almost there right now, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see a massive dip on SPS. We see the entire market kind of come down, unless there's some kind of macro factor like the Bitcoin ETF gets approved or something, which is why I'm actually banking a lot more on 1.6, because I think coming out of September, if they get that 4 to 6 week time frame of after Land 1.5 is done, we get 1.6. Surfing is available. The grain market is available. There's just so much more that you can do with what they have planned for 1.6. And we're heading into like the back or the last quarter of the year, which again, this is not a bull run year by any means, but there could be some fireworks. You never know.
I agree. In both directions too. But I do think that it is very important that Land 1.5 is received well by the community. Like, it is critically important. If there's a whole bunch of complaints, there's going to be a problem. But I think if it comes out and they've simplified it to where everything should work fine, it should be good. And what this is really giving all of us first mover advantage. Like 1.5 in my mind is like beta, getting beta access and being able to start accumulating assets during that time. And so that's why my strategies kind of changed, where I'm now going wide instead of tall. Like I'm going as wide as I can, as many plots as I can, because I think that the more you have fired up in the beginning, the better better position you'll be come Land 1.6, come 2.0, things like that. If you really start getting them working now.
What percentage do you think land adoption will be at, let's say, after the first 30 days? If you had to guess.
From what do you mean adoption? Like players
Like
that are
active,
playing?
Like how much
land.
utilization? Like out of
Yeah.
the 150,000 plots.
Yeah.
Oh, I definitely 30, maybe 30,
You know,
35%.
here's the thing. I'm hopeful for 30, but I actually think it's going to be less than 20 now. I just, from everybody that I'm seeing, and there's just nobody's accumulating the stuff for land in the way that it needs to be. I mean, here's the thing.
But that's the way it's been, though.
Yeah, well, okay. Yeah, so you're saying that there's going to be some massive rush as soon as land opens up.
Well, look at 1.0. You know, when that came out, plots went from like $80, unopened plots went from 80 to 200, and gold foil legendaries went from 25 to 60 in a matter of a week and a half. Because, you know,
And so you get some anticipation of land.
Yeah, because so many people in this economy. I mean, like you said, Darkest Night, you know, like I'm not doing anything till I know it's here now. Like I'm just kind of I'm expecting it later. I want to wait. And when it's here, I want to make my move. I think that for a lot of crypto people in a bear market, that's a smart decision. You know, you don't have to get prepared. Because really, what's the difference? You're maybe paying 15% more on DEC. That's the only downside of not preparing now. You know? Yeah.
I think, and sorry I'm gonna have my Papa Bear hat on for a little bit tonight, but
I love it.
When Land 1.0 came out, I think that there was still a lot of optimism in the community. And we saw a pretty bearish period at the end of last year, but then we saw so much like happening at the beginning of 2023, right? Team was on top of it. We were getting new updates every week, new rule sets, new releases, all these different things that happened leading up to 1.0. There was a lot of hope. There's a lot of optimism. There was a lot of kind of just hype around it.
Yeah.
But the period between 1.0, like May, June, July, well, maybe not July because we started, ramping things up.
April, May, like end of
yeah,
April,
but like mid-April to the end of June, like that was way worse. People left the game. There's a lot of people who I never thought would leave the game that left the game in that time frame. So that to me like signals that we're not in a position where we're going to see the same kind of hype and FOMO for 1.5. And I get it. Like, here's the thing. I'm hyped. I'm looking forward to it, but mainly because I just want to participate. But when I think about this from like a financial aspect or like game economy standpoint, part of me is just like the participation isn't there. I think so much of the motivation has been killed, which again, I'm just trying to recognize the reality of it and why I pay so much attention to macro, because I'm like, we need the hype to come in from outside. Like, and again, people have said that for the longest time, right? We need new players to come in, but I'm not even saying like, oh, we just need new players to come in because we need new money in the space. No, we need to show that there's interest again. Like, we need to start bringing the old players back. We need to start getting to a point where people are excited to like play the game and do whatever land is going to offer. Because I'll say that the last couple of months have been rough, and I haven't seen a lot of those big names come back. We've seen a lot of new players, but we haven't seen a lot of those big names come back.
Yeah, well, few. So remember, Holozor left, right?
Yeah, well, those are all fake. They didn't actually leave.
I'm taking my ball and going home. Oh wait.
Holozar, if you're listening to this, it's all love, man. I mean, I know exactly what you're feeling, and you just put your thoughts in a post. That's it. He put his thoughts in a post, and then he talked to the community, and the community was like, "Bro, what you doing?" And Darkest Night, it's like literally what your phone calls to me and Keys sometimes. All he did was write that out and post it. And they talked him off the ledge.
Don't help me like that. So, but you're right? It has been a difficult time. And I think like anything, right? When you persevere through a difficult time, we all expect to get rewarded for that perseverance, right? And right now there's a question as to whether that perseverance will be rewarded, right? We hope it will. And so that's the reality of doing what we're doing, right? But the last thing we want to do is sell our assets and jump out of the game, and then all of a sudden everything pops off, right? Yeah. Like I would be really pissed.
Okay, and let me clarify. I'm not trying to like throw like FUD around. The whole point is I'm just trying to be realistic about where community sentiment is at right now. We need to build back that goodwill, that hype, that FOMO. Now we can do that organically once the team gets to a point where LAN 1.0 or 1.5 is out, and then they start focusing on, hey, we're gonna update guilds this month and we're gonna update tournaments this month. Like if it starts to feel like Q1 of this year, like after LAN 1.5 is out, we'll build up to 1.6 and 2.0, and that could get really exciting, right? And that to me is where we really play things out. I'm at a point now where I don't want to have high, or like I don't want to have like overconfident expectations for 1.5.
So you nailed why this weekend kind of hurt with the land on the map server, right? Because for us as content creators, and we need content to talk about, and we had all planned on just hyping up and just being on the map server and making content around that, and it just didn't happen.
Well, there'll be an opportunity, but
I mean, but we're all changing schedules and blocking off time.
Darkest Night texted me. He's like, "Dude, I've cleared my weekend," and I was like, they said end of weekend, so don't clear the whole thing. But hey, if you don't mind, let me just go ahead and say hi to folks. We're 15 minutes in, so I just want to give a shout out to everyone here. But Joke, Tom, Icy Flow, what is going on? Hala Vodka, let's go. That's a new name. NFO Guides, Axel Twin Blades in the house. Kira, Virus, Hewitt saying, "Let's go, Walking Keys for the win." You're getting a special shout out there, Walking Keys.
Oh, what am I winning?
No, you're just for the win.
Oh.
NFO Guys forgot they had tower defense packs. Solving Chaos is here. All right, hold on. Oh, we're really behind on chat. Virus is saying maybe if they put arenas in where matches happen, that'd be fun.
Yeah, that would be good.
Tom says, I wonder if only having one pot would be frustrating for a smaller player. Here's the thing. In the long run, I don't think so. But it's like, how do we get new people coming into the game right now that are checking out the game? How do you incentivize them to come and actually buy, right? Like, or buy the stuff that they need to get involved with land. Big Barger is here. Wow, NFO Guides is saying he thinks land utilization is going to be at 5%. That's even more bearish than me.
So why? So why would he think? So definitely put some. What's kind of justifying that thought?
I don't know. We'll see. Hewitt says he wants you to start making strategy shorts for Walking Keys' channel because you beat him every time you guys play.
Nice.
He's talking about you, Darkest Night.
Really?
Yeah, he said you.
I haven't beaten anybody in a long since the new season has started.
Oh yeah, the new season.
That was like yesterday. Yeah,
well, starting yesterday.
It's been a very long day, Keys.
Yeah, man.
I do think that if land, if it works well, I don't think we're going to have a problem getting 30-40% fired up.
I think it's going to be fun, right? That's what we need it to be fun, and it should feel like a land game, right? There's tons of games I play Upland, right? I don't play it a whole lot, but I have lots of plots and I do stuff with it. I'm building stuff and all kinds of stuff, right? This has a potential to be like that, and they have a very active community
with more to do than Upland. Upland, there's not that much to do.
Exactly. That's exactly my point. So I want to go to your land and see, hey, what does Walking Keys have staked on, this awesome piece of land he has? And I want to see it all, right? Yeah. Now, maybe you can sign a little guest book that says, hey, Darkest Night was here.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, if people are making money, people will come back. Because a lot of people left in the bottom of the bear. I mean, that's when people leave.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's just, they can't see their investment go down anymore. They got to recoup. They've gotten scared,
And to be fair, like I'm not bearish on Splinterlands long term. I think now we're at a point. I have zero fear about the team and the company surviving until the next bull run, which I fully am hoping or optimistic will be over the next 2 years, right? Bitcoin halving in April of next year and usually follows that. So it's just a matter of I was telling Darkest Night this earlier, where the team has done everything they can in the bear market to manufacture their own mini bull run, right? We saw that with the chaos, sell out of Chaos Legion packs and the sale that happened there. I think we're going to see it again, another attempt with land with a whole flywheel. And again, I think it may have some moderate success, slow and steady, kind of building up. But it's going to be one of those things where, I've said this a bunch of times already, but just to repeat it again, unfortunately, I haven't seen any project out there that's been able to overcome the bear market, right, and create their own little mini bull run. And I love the Splinterlands team. I love what they're doing. But I also think it's like naive to think that like we can do it. I mean, it'd be awesome, but we may have to wait for the next actual bull run to kick in and for money to just start flowing like water again.
I mean, I've seen many bull runs happen on almost every NFT platform I've been on. Like it's happening in cycles, and I'm flipping every time I get into it if I can.
Are these new projects that are launching?
No, these are existing.
So
like
they just pump randomly?
No, it's not random. It's they release new news. They come out with new features. They're doing new things, and there's a pump. Or like for example, BatCow. Okay. BatCow holders right now, Batman #1 is dropping on DC Palm, and BatCow holders get early access. BatCows have never fallen below a mint price of 300. And they launched March of 2022. So in over a year, almost a year and a half, they've never fallen below mint price. So there are projects out there that are able to maintaining. And I think the ones that can maintain, even if they're sliding some, they're building, they're going to be the ones that really, really take off during the next bull run. Because if you look where we've been since the last bull run, we have so many things, and I think someone made that comment.
Yeah. I was just gonna call out Hewitt's comment here, so we'll get into that.
I think he's right.
Yeah. So Hewitt says, "Can we talk about how many miles better the game and ecosystem are than the last bull run? Last bull run, we got a limited number of chests per quest. There's no land, no nodes, no the games, no buying more energy, no Rooney. Yeah. No. Again, I think that the game is in an amazing spot. Like the game itself is in an amazing spot. The problem is we just don't have the demand, and I don't see the demand coming in unless we can push like SPS to do a 10x, right? Like if SPS is trading at 20 cents like comfortably, and people are like printing money in Diamond and Champ League, that's when everybody's going to come in. They're going to eat up all the packs, right? There's 3 million packs still left. They're going to come in and be like, oh, I want to make a maxed deck right now because these rewards are so freaking good.
You know, it's funny that you mentioned that because when I first started the game, there wasn't any SPS. Right? It was DEC. DEC was the reward, and it was worth 1,000 of them. You know, were worth $1, right? So they weren't really
$1.50 at one point.
$1.50 at one point. But again, they weren't really worth a whole lot. SPS is, you know, per dollar value, much more valuable than DEC was.
Yeah.
Right. And so, I mean, it feels like real money, right? So, to Hewitt's point. We are in a much better place, you know, when we compare 2020 to 2023, it's way better.
Yeah. Well, again, I mean, team has been working hard to like bring us a bunch of cool stuff. So there's no doubt about that. And like again, I'm excited for like a year from now, right? It's like by that time, my hope is that we have land 1.5. Hopefully land 2.0, hopefully tower defense, right? That's 12 months from now that we'll get those things. And not just like they're going to launch next July. I'm saying that we'll get them and there'll be this kind of organic buildup of hype or whatever as people get more involved in the game. And then once Bitcoin starts marching up and people are like, hey, is this it? That's when I think everybody's going to come in, and all the people who played Splinterlands the last bull run are going to be like, hey, yo, check out this project. Like they continued building and the token's still only at 10 cents, right? Yeah. Like this is what I talk about where I'm just like, SPS can do a 5x from here, right? It can go up 500% from 2 cents to 10 cents. And in a bull run, some crazy DJ is going to look at that and be like, yo, this thing is up 500%, but it's still down 90% from its all-time high. I'm going all in, baby. Let's go. Right? So you get enough people to do that, and we just start pushing the price up to stupid levels. But I don't know if we do that before the halving or before the hype of the halving, I suppose.
I don't think so. I mean, I don't think that land is going to be the silver bullet, this 1.5. It's just going to be an addition. It needs to be nice. It needs to work, and it needs to deliver rewards. Mm-hmm. Because I think so many people are caught up right now and looking for the bull run, when in reality, 1 year from now, 80% of the new things that have hit the game, we will not know about. Like land we know about, that's coming, I'm sure. But what about draft mode tournaments? What about battle pass? All this stuff that's just rumored that will be focused on after land, that will carry us to a whole new era of bringing in players. So for me, I'm not excited about the bull run. I fear the bull run. I'm worried about the bull run. And every single day, I wish the bull run doesn't come. Because
you want more?
Now's the opportunity.
Now's the time to
when the bull run comes, there's no more opportunity. You just sit and watch, and every move you make will be an error, because unless you're selling. So right now is the time. This is the time I'm excited for. Getting on land early, being able to use my legendary totems and my building in a box, and getting a head start on everybody else that did exit the game that isn't here right now. And so by the time when that comes around, I'm able to buy a pool, that's what not a liquidity pool, but a swimming pool for my house.
RV.
And I'm Darkest Night wants an RV.
I want an RV.
And I'm not just gonna buy. I'm just not gonna take ice cream money. I'm gonna buy an ice cream shop, right? That's
or buy an ice cream
I actually
truck.
think I have a
ice cream truck.
Yeah,
ice cream truck. What was I thinking? Of course. Okay, I have an interesting exercise. Before we do that, let me just respond to Tom, because he asked me directly how my general sentiment is since I started playing around the same time. I'm very bullish long term. So again, I'm just trying to be realistic about what we've seen and where the market's been and where I think the major market's going to go over the next couple of months. But I'm still bullish long term. So like I said, I think a year from now, I think a year from now is going to be really, really exciting. It's just how many of us are going to make it from here to then.
I definitely think SPS is going below 2 cents. I think it's going closer to 1 cent by the end of the year.
Well, there you go.
That's where I'm at. And I think the whole markets are going to be in turmoil. I think there's a better chance of that happening than it is of us starting to move up. I think it's much easier for me to see SPS at 1 cent than it is at 5 cents.
What are you going to do when it goes to 1?
Then I'm putting in the same amount of money every month I can, whenever I can.
So if it will buy double the amount of SPS.
Make moves.
Well, I don't. I mean, we're getting really macro now, but I don't necessarily disagree with your assessment. If we don't get the soft landing from the recession, which I think is like silly to think, everybody's saying, hey, maybe we still get a soft landing. It's like, dude, come on, like banks are failing. It's not going to happen. So if this recession hits like deep, then yes, I think it's going to affect everything. Okay.
But if not, then all of these opportunities that we're talking about are going to go away. Those new players are going to come, and your chance to become a whale for minnow prices will evaporate.
Yep, I agree.
True.
Hey, I'm taking challenges while After Sign is dealing comments.
All right, yeah. If anybody wants to throw a challenge to Darkest Night, okay. So let's get a little more bullish on land for a second here, or maybe like not bullish, but daydream, because I think you're a really great person to ask Darkest Night, because obviously you're the player's player. In my opinion, you're here for a good game experience, and I think Walking Keys is good to ask as well, because you just have such a wide variety of games and projects that kind of inform your opinion. So
thanks.
My question for you guys is, what are the things that the team can do with the research tokens? Because to me, that's still where the value is. I know that they want to do like gating stuff with it, but it's like, we talk about skins and cosmetics all the time, Darkest Night. Like, what would you want the research token to unlock for you, so that you just tell yourself, like, screw SPS, screw mining grain. I'm just gonna buy it off the I'm just gonna buy it from the store, because I need as much research tokens as possible, because I want to get this XYZ in the game, right? I want to get a custom banner made by the creative team that's laid across my keep that says Darkest Night's Abode, right? Or whatever Like, you know what I mean? Like it. So like, what are the types of things that you would want to see? Like because that to me is where the value is, right? How do you get people to spend money in the game because they want
Number one?
actual cool stuff?
You want to know my number one thing? You already know what my number one thing is.
Well, yeah, it's skins, right?
What? Which specific skin?
Yeah, no, the kitty, or not the kitty, but the Lily.
Lily.
Well, no, but that's not land.
I
Like,
know. I get it.
what's stuff that you want to see on your plots and on your keep?
Yeah, I think I mentioned one, right? So I'd love to have a guest book, right?
Yeah.
That would be a
so-
great thing. And that's, if you look at it, right, it's information. It would be consistent with research, right? Like some kind of informational thing. I'd love to have a guest book. I'd like to have just some aesthetics, right?
Mhm.
Right? Maybe just to reskin my keep, right? All the keeps look the same.
Sure,
Right.
sure.
I have a keep on a hill, which is dragon and life, right? I'd love to have that be part of the aesthetic of it, right? If all of my creatures are dragons, then
Mhm.
I don't know, maybe it has wings. I know it's something special happens, right?
Yeah.
As a result of that. There are angels flying around, right? Again, I think it's the customization that are going to be important. And if you look at the games that some of us play, there are a lot of Web 2 games out there that just sell the aesthetics, right? Skins sell, right? Aesthetics sell. Avatar logos sell.
Yeah. I mean,
Right.
dude, look at how much money is spent in like Fortnite, for example.
Yeah, it's a
Like
perfect example.
none of that helps you in game, but it's just
None of it.
cool because it's yours, right? Or you have it. So
I'm working
or you-
really
or you
hard to
earn
get
it.
Optimus Prime this season.
Oh, there you go. See?
I mean, you're a collector's collector, Walking Keys. Like,
Yeah,
what if
Walking Keys, how
there's
about
a
you?
limited- Yeah, I'm sorry.
So I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Derek, I cut you off. I was just
Yeah,
trying
but
to-
there's a limited edition aesthetic in Splinterlands, right? That
Yeah.
you can only get for a very limited time. And it's never coming again, and you can only get it with research points.
I mean, I did that with Nike Swoosh.
Yeah.
If you had a Nike Swoosh account and you connected it to your Epic's game account and you played on Fortnite, a special mode, you got a special backpack in Fortnite. And on my on Swoosh, the NFT platform, I got 2 NFTs for doing that. So yeah, I think for me, I look at research tokens as a great way to do 2 things. One, do community building within your territory or potentially your region,
Mhm.
where that can open up new access to different things. Like when your region hits a certain number, then you maybe get a chat in your region or whatever it is. I think it can open up new things for your region or territory. I do love the idea of having research kind of gating stuff like cosmetics for your virtual space and your keep or your land or whatever. But I do like what Hero does with I forget what they call it. They have points or something, and then you use those points. They're pretty much soul bound. You can't trade them, but you can use them to unlock different crafting cards. So you can. Right now they're doing puzzles, so they have 4 pieces, and you craft each puzzle with your points, and then you use your points to craft the bigger one to a legendary. So it like levels up your card.
Yeah, like that.
So it'd be cool that you would need your research points to craft. You can craft certain things, or even gate like McFarlane Toys Digital does, where if you are on their platform, you accrue XP, which is kind of like this for doing different things.
Mhm.
And then that actually gets you in the like allow list 1, allow list 2 or 3 for different drops. They get you in earlier, give you a better chance, and you actually get for this recent one, or for the one coming out Friday for Blue Beetle, you actually get a 25% discount. So there's a lot of things I think that the research tokens could do. And that's why I am going to be putting a lot of my effort towards research, is because of I think there's a higher upside to that than anything else right now. So I think there's more potential for growth in that than just mining grain or SPS.
Sure. Yeah. Well, but that's what we want to see, right? Because
Mhm.
at the end of the day, like grain and SPS are going to be the extractable items, and so if the going gets too good, the extractors will come in mass and extract as much value out of it. Whereas if the focus really is on just creating a fun experience where people want to have avatars, skins, access to whatever, it's about the game. And Tom actually has a great line here, right? There's a gamer's itch that isn't getting scratched right now. There's a lot of stuff that people want to see that doesn't necessarily add value to the that doesn't change their gameplay, for example, but adds a lot of value to just their collector's itch or their gaming itch, right? We'll point out to your kitty, your not kitty, but your Lily skin that you want, right? Like the moment you have the Lily skin, like you have a Lily skin that you want, like you're just gonna be bragging about that all day.
and it'll be much more likely I would use that card, right? Just I'll find a way to make it work.
Yeah.
You know, I do think the game aspect of land is what I'm most excited for, to be honest. And I've never been a big Splinterlands player. I'll be honest. I mean, I like the game, but I mean, I couldn't care less. I love everything else about the economy and the ecosystem. Yeah. I still like building my deck, but I like the process of building, not actually playing with it. Mm-hmm. So with land, it's the same thing. You know, you're building up your land. But what I think is really cool is what they talked about on Town Hall, where you'll be able to sell your land as it is. So like if you build up a building and you build it up, and then you'll be able to sell it. So in the future, 6, 7, 8, 10 months down the road, we aren't just looking at a plot, you know, in a certain region. You're looking for one with certain characteristics. Yeah. You're looking with ones with certain buildings. So then there's a whole new discover element that's happening when you're looking for things. And I think grain and SPS are going to be a wash. They're not going to be really extractable because of the balance between needing grain to get SPS. Yeah. So you're going to have to get your own grain to be able to get your own SPS. So at some point, that's going to be hard to extract.
Yeah. No, that's true. You know, this is thinking very, very long term, like multiple years, because we're not even 1 year into the SPS rewards for land. I know the team has like plans of like doing the arena and, you know, having SPS rewards there, but I personally think it would be awesome if in 3-4 years, whenever the SPS rewards that are allotted for land run out, we just stop giving out SPS rewards, because whatever else is happening with land is so good that people would rather be going for those different things, whether it's other resources or, you know, research tokens or something else that they need. And it's not just about grabbing as much SPS as possible, right? Like It would be great if the DAO doesn't have to refill that at some point, because land is this beast in and of itself where, you know, when Darkest Night is looking at like the list of things he can go for, he's just like, why would I ever go for SPS? I could just buy that, right? But I can't. But it's hard for me to buy research tokens, or it's impossible to buy research tokens, or maybe like this what's that called? Resource is overpriced, and so I'd rather not buy that off the market. I want to make it myself, right? So I don't know, just things like that.
I mean, use research points to get a random shot at alpha cards or beta cards.
Or to refine your total, like your whatever you get stone, and you need research tokens to refine it to marble or something.
Or to imbue it with magic.
Or to paint it with polka dots. I don't know.
Here's an interesting one from Icy Flow. It would be cool to have land tournaments where everyone competes for weekly land bonuses for regions. So that's a cool idea, Icy Flow. If I can expand on that a little bit. Like Darkest Night, if there were like elite tournaments that were invite only, if you had enough research tokens, wouldn't you be like, yeah, I want to play in that, right? Absolutely. Like it's an invitational, and you only if you have X amount are you eligible to join the tournament.
And the reward would be worth it, like super bragging rights. Absolutely.
Yeah, well, and here's the thing: the reward doesn't need to be SPS. The reward could just be like, "Hey, you get the reward for participating." Right? There's a little we get our trophy room where it's just like, "Hey, you know, Darkest Nights participated in the whatever you want to call it, the Champion Invitational 3 times. He's won it once, right? Like that would be awesome.
I would love that.
Yeah, absolutely. Leaderboards, and our leaderboards aren't as great right now, because we know that some of them have bots that have infiltrated and stuff, and that's really true with like any of the leaderboards out in these different spaces. But if there were leaderboards like they're talking about for land for different things, like whoever has the most SPS or research tokens, and there's things for those, that's going to be really exciting, because then it's not just how well do you battle, it's hey, I'm good at getting grain, and now I'm being, you know, acknowledged for this, and that it gives more people a chance to be acknowledged for being a part of the game. And Being on leaderboards keeps people engaged.
Yeah, top 10 producer of grain worldwide. That would be awesome. Hey, don't you have to do some giveaways?
You know what? I don't. Giveaways are done.
Oh,
They
that's
gave away the
right.
gold foil
That's right.
kitty.
Yesterday. You know what? You're
Yeah.
right. I did. Never mind.
So, but thank you for the reminder. Yeah, so I believe they're done, and you can see. Sorry, it's just the audience is like half of what it's been during all these giveaways. So a lot of people were.
Yeah, but these are the people that want to be here.
These are
Hey,
yeah. So
well,
the people
it's
actually.
the same names. Yeah.
Huh? As I say, well, you know what? Actually, Walking Keys, that is a phenomenal point. So everybody who's here right now is here because they want to be here, or they didn't hear that the giveaways are done and they're about to sign
Oh,
off.
yeah, Johnny's out. He's like, I'm done.
He's like, I'll catch you later.
Still
But no,
doing
we
giveaways.
appreciate you guys being here.
You still have the app available?
App for what? Giveaways?
Yeah. You still have
What?
the access to the app? 'Cause
I do.
I want to do a giveaway. That's
Oh,
different.
but I don't think I can use it because it automatically
Because it
gives
pulls
from.
the card or something.
Yeah, it pulls the
No,
card from
no,
the other
you-
account.
No, you can turn it off and it's non-promo. There's a little switch there that says non-promo. So if you turn that off, you're just
Look at Darkest Night, the non-streamer knowing all the streamer tips.
Yeah, man.
I mean, give it a try. Let's see. Let's see.
Yeah, give it a try.
Here, I'll load it up in the back.
What are you going to give out here?
I don't know.
A Clarion Shade, regular foil.
Yeah.
Crypto Reaper says I don't show up for the giveaway streams. It's good to have you here, Crypto Reaper. Good to chat.
So
I love how you call out
wonder-
Jobby Saints too.
I do have a question for you guys.
Yeah.
I was looking at all my land and I'm trying to place all my cards. 14 cards that I've used in the last 24 hours are going to be taken out of my playing deck and put into my land. How many decks do you think are going to become less competitive during this whole transition to land?
I don't think so, because it depends, right? So I think land's going to be a thing, but a competitive deck is, you know, what cards you need to have. And most of us, if you look at some of the really competitive decks, Bucky, Clove, and they have many tens of millions of collection power. I think they're going to be fun.
Yeah, but I think those people in your realm, Darkest Night, aren't the same realm that majority of the players. I think any silver or gold player that it has any land they're populating, their decks are going to take a hit. Because I'm a gold player. I'm a good gold player, but my deck's I'm losing a couple. I mean, 3 or 4 that it's more valuable to put it on my land than to throw it in the battle here or there. So my deck personally is going to be a little less competitive than it was. And I can't help but think I'm not the only one.
No,
I mean, there are people like
I'd be
Darkest
the
Night
same.
that have everything.
True.
I don't have
Well,
everything.
speaking of
I can catch you
everything,
a card
you sent me a card.
to raffle off.
Okay, hold on. I'm logged in, but I need to figure out.
You're a nice
what
guy,
you're saying.
Darkest Night.
That's fun.
Oh, fancy. Okay, let me figure out if we can do the giveaway. So okay, can somebody confirm this, the promo mode thing? Sorry, it's not that I don't believe you, Darkest Night. I don't want to get in trouble here by doing the thing.
Yeah, so we'll try it.
So-
Just hit it. See what happens.
Well, okay, so I disabled it.
Okay.
Here, I can show my screen. Oops.
Yeah.
So if promo mode is not on,
Right.
then I can just pick a winner randomly.
I believe so. Try it.
Okay. All right. Well, there's only 4 eligible users. So, guys, if you have not thrown a chat in or talked in chat, there's 47 people here. While you guys are doing that, we'll fill this up. Okay, Virus gave me a phenomenal idea, and I don't know if this is where he was going, but I'm just gonna run with it. So he said territory wars would be sweet, sort of like a massive guild brawl, and the research tokens would be like upgrades to the barracks. Now,
Fancy.
imagine this. What if there was a territory war, something like guild brawls? What if there was a territory war where you could do it like maybe once a week is too much or too little? I don't know, but just go with the idea here. Once a week, there's a territory brawl, and you can go in and enter to try to win a battle for your territory. And then you get matched up with someone randomly from another territory, and you have to play whatever the rule set is, right? It's just a single battle. But here's the thing. the cards that you use go on like a 3-day cooldown, so you're not able to use them for anything else. So you are giving up people to the war effort, right?
Yeah.
With the other territories. I don't know, something like that.
That's
Maybe
awesome.
maybe it's like once a week,
Or
maybe
what
it's
if
every
you
month.
battle using the cards that are only on your land and a
Or-
share like neutral summoner?
Oh, brilliant! Brilliant!
So
I
only
love
you
it.
can like plot versus plot.
Oh man, it's gonna be just you know what it is? It's gonna be swaths of Venari Heatsmiths just going up against each other.
Or will it?
Well,
I mean,
okay, fine, Mr.
Darkest
Dragon,
Night's
Mr.
Land is going to have chromatic dragon, gold,
Yes.
legendary.
And hey, and I said that before we had this idea anyway. Yep.
True,
Yeah.
true, yes.
You're going to destroy my Pellicor mercenaries.
Yeah, that is the point.
Pellicor Mercenaries, yeah, it's just all Heatsmiths for me. All right, we got 24 users in here. All right, sweet. I'm gonna go ahead and pick a winner, shall we? Oh gosh, Ron, if I do something wrong, I'm really sorry. I didn't mean it. We're just trying to keep the hype up. Here we go. And the winner is Virus.
Oh my god! Give him his card.
Amazing. All right, Virus. Congratulations on winning. You, my friend, can thank Darkest
tell
Night
you
for
things.
this card right here, Wizard of Eastwood, an untamed rare summoner.
Nice.
You know, Virus just won a kitty from Splinterlands TV
I
too.
heard. Yeah, I heard.
Did he really?
He did, yeah.
Oh my gosh. You know what? I don't think it could happen to a better guy though.
I agree.
I'm a
That's
big
true.
fan. I'm a big fan of Virus.
Absolutely.
Oh wait, this is
And he's a heck of
I
a
hope to
player.
see that card on a land somewhere, Virus.
You have 4,000 DEC right now after sound?
Yeah. Why would I need
Balling,
more?
man.
You can see how prepared I am for land. I'm just gonna stick my Rooney in there.
Dude, I've got 250 right now in my account.
Oh.
I know. I feel you.
There you go.
Congratulations, man.
All right, congrats, Virus. See, being here, you still get rewarded. What did he say?
And I'm
Well,
validated because my non-promo mode was proving correct.
True, true. Well, thank you for that, Darkest Night, and congrats to Virus. Yeah, I can take my screen.
So, can I ask you all a non-land question?
Oh my god.
Of course.
I
I mean, we're so tired of land already, so please.
Well, I
Everything
mean,
but
it's a land. It's still a land question.
Boo.
You know how everyone is supposed to, if you want to win, you zig while other people are zagging, right?
Mm-hmm.
If everyone is zagging towards land right now, what's the zig? Like, what is off radar that we should be focusing on?
Tower defense.
All right.
No, that's not even live yet. No, I mean,
Well,
Zag.
isn't the Zag? What are you doing? Are you buying tower defense packs? Oh, on the cheap? Yeah, maybe.
They're $1.80. I just sold like 100 tower defense packs for $310 2 weeks ago. That I bought for around $2.25.
Hold up.
So I mean I'm buying tower defense. That is something I'm doing. I only have 18 right now, but
Okay.
if I can get them for
Fine.
under $2 and sell them for $3 in a couple weeks, that's a big win for me.
Let's see if we can give a proper Zag here. So
Because I have another one, and
One.
you've mentioned it on one of your videos, I think. And for me, it's Chaos Legion packs. They're the cheapest cards on the market, and those gold foil legendaries or any gold is actually kind of creeping its way up.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean there's a fixed supply now, and they're cheap. They're like $1.30, man. And you know, with Rift Watcher packs being still close to relatively $4, I don't see them having a lot of movement. Like they can move up 20%, but that's about it.
And
All right, how much are Nightmare packs going for right now? You said $1.80.
They were sold into an offer of like 184, so like 195, I think's where they at.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'll just put 180 just for 1.8. So that's 365. All right. So if you were to buy them right now, buy a pack for $1.80, that's a 33% APR return on the SPS airdrop to you for that.
Which
With
is ending
SPS
relatively soon.
With SPS at 2 cents, and then you predicted SPS is going to go down to 1 cent. So even if SPS goes down to 1 cent, it's still a 16% return for holding packs to a game that is going to be coming out soon. Now, granted, the rewards have changed over, or sorry, the proposal to change the rewards over did pass, so it's not going to be passive.
But they're not going to do it until they get like
until
allow
the
you
game
to
is
do
launched.
something. Yeah.
Yeah. So according to Darkest Night,
So it's
2025. But
I mean, the first time I flipped them, I bought them back in February or January, thinking they were going to go up for the release of the beta, and they didn't really spike, and so I held them all the way until a couple weeks ago, and it sold off. So it took a while for me to get my flip out of it, but I think going down to $1.80 from $3.10 in 2.5 weeks, that tells me you buy in the red and sell in the green. And if it's down that much for a game that we do expect to be coming soon, I don't see you not winning on that one.
Yeah, hold on, Crypto Reaper. What did I miss here?
Yeah, I would love to see for Tower Defense.
Astral Entity. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
We are supposed to see the next beta, the new implementation of the maps, right? I've been waiting for months for that. I'd love to see that.
Oh, I don't think we're getting that. I don't think we're getting that anymore.
I mean, but why not?
Excuse me.
I mean, I think we're just gonna get the game when it launches.
Okay.
I think at this point they may. Yeah, I think there's going to be a backup now because with the delay in land, even if it comes out at the end of August or early September, I don't see anything coming out before that. Like, I don't see them launching Tower Defense like a week before land. That'd be stupid.
Yeah,
do land, then you got Tower Defense, then you then you're launching Genesis League Goals, and then anything else that Weirdbeard's working on as far as gameplay and stuff that's in the hopper, plus maybe promo set, promo card. I mean, there's all kinds of things that could be in the hopper.
Yeah, if it were me, if I ruled the company, right, I would probably not release Tower Defense until January. Because if land comes out, right, let a whole quarter of focus on land. Let that be the focus. That's where people put all their assets and really grow their assets around land. Spend that quarter just marketing like crazy.
Yeah,
get ready, build the demand for it, and then
marketing
the game.
What game? Tower Defense.
Tower Defense.
Yeah, well, I mean,
I wouldn't market it.
I wouldn't delay it either. I mean, I get what you're saying, Darkest Night, but there's already just so much salt. I wouldn't delay it unnecessarily. The thing is, I think they're already priming us for the delays because they're saying that they got the code handoff today, but they have no idea how long it's going to take to actually like audit it and get everything there. So
the code was officially handed off today.
The code was said in the town hall yesterday. It would be handed off today, but I don't know if we've gotten confirmation. So I'm sure we can ask Weirdbeard.
I would expect somebody to say, "Got it!" Running down the whole video. Got it.
Well, you have Weirdbeard on speed dial. Give him a call. See what he says. Okay, hold on. Crypto Reaper is feeling super generous right now and wants to give away an Astral Entity.
What?
So
okay, I gotta get in chat. Can somebody put me in chat? Can you
gotta go to
yeah,
TV.
I'll chat in there and see if I'll be your avatar.
Okay.
I think he sent it to you, Darkest Night.
Did he? No.
Sent what?
I think he sent you the Astral Entity, didn't he?
No.
Oh.
But
He
my
sent
body
it after
plays-
No, I
Sam?
think he'll just send it. He'll just send
I'm
it out on his
confused.
own. Hold on here. All right, here. I put myself in under your name essentially. Oh wait, you sent it to me?
Yeah, I definitely don't have it.
Did you send it to
Let
me
me see.
now, or was this from a while back?
I didn't send it.
Hold on.
I don't even know if I have
Oh,
an
7
Astral
minutes.
Entity. I don't.
I hope so. If not, I'll send another one for whoever wins. Oh, was this the one that you had sent a while back? Like Crypto Reaper, are we talking about like months ago? Which is totally my bad. Hold on, let me see. Where's my... Oh no, you
Nope,
sent it
like 2 minutes ago.
Hit Summers.
Oh, whoops.
Thanks, Darkest Night, for that tip.
Oh, yeah, hey, man. It didn't hit it, so hit it.
No.
Damn it.
Wait, but did I just get one?
It didn't pop up. The message didn't pop
Yeah,
up.
it didn't. I didn't get a
Got
pop up. I mean, I guess I can give one of these away.
Yeah.
They're just sitting here. All right. But yeah, I don't know if I got a Crypto Reaper. I don't know who you sent it to, but I guess I'll give away one of mine.
I do not have it.
Oh, way to sucker him into giving one away.
I know.
Good
I
job.
know. He saw I had 2 sitting here, waiting for another 3 to max it out. All right, let's do it. Got me good.
Yeah, your history will show you.
Yeah, I can go. Hold on, we can go to Peak Monsters. Don't worry about it, man. I'll. It's okay. I want to play in gold anyway. So. All right, ready? Is
Ready.
everybody in chat? We got
Yep.
22 eligible users. Can we get a couple more? 23. All right, good enough for me. All right, congrats to
Walking keys.
Fred Gooey. Hive username. Okay, so there you go. Hive username. Let me copy this.
Congratulations, man.
Congratulations.
Yay, Fred.
Please make sure you thank Crypto Reaper for the actual. I guess you can thank me. I'm sorry, Crypto Reaper. I don't know if you sent it. I didn't get the thing. Let's see if you sent it to the right account or not. I hope you didn't lose it. That's the most important thing. All right, Fred, you win. Congrats.
The winner.
Winner.
Oh.
There we go.
There it is.
Boom.
All right, just
You had
came
to
through.
refresh. Congratulations.
Oh, you sent. Okay, so you sent me 2.
You said 2 because you said you didn't get the first one.
Uh,
Way to sucker him in after.
Way to
sound.
sucker him in, right? Gotcha. All right, let me send this one back. All right, well, thank you, Crypto Reaper, for that.
Good dude, man.
Good dude.
Hey, how was you guys end of season?
It was pretty good.
I got 1 pack, but I got a good amount of SPS, so give them both away. You know, Crypto Reaper, let's save it for next week. I mean, 1 legendary summoner per stream is good. You have 4 gold foil legendaries. Congrats.
Nice.
Sorry, because I just sent it to you and then I saw your message.
That's awesome.
Hey, we do need to tease our talk on Saturday.
Oh yeah.
I can't tell you how excited I am about this.
Yeah.
Okay, well okay, so stick around after that we end the stream, both of you guys. Because we'll need to talk some details. But yes, we are planning on doing another conspiracy theory stream this Saturday evening. For some reason they always line up with the UFC fights, but I only care about the main one, so that's not going to be until like midnight. So feel free to come by, tune in on Saturday night. I'll create it. What time are we going for? Like 8 p.m?
You're the boss.
7 p.m. Yeah, let's do 7 p.m. Well, actually, what time is good for you guys? You're on the East Coast.
I'm good.
8 p.m.
Start when the bourbon kicks in.
Okay. Wow.
So I guess we're doing 10:30 in the morning.
That works for me. And it's gonna go all day.
All day long, baby.
All day long.
All right.
Yeah, about 8 p.m. Eastern would be. I could do that.
Perfect. All right, let's shoot for 8 p.m. Eastern, and then that'll give us a couple of hours before the fight starts.
Yeah, get something special for the occasion. So so we have good topics too. So that's gonna be awesome.
Yep. All right, Tom's gonna be gigging. Oh well, that's pretty cool. Yeah, X-Files. We're gonna get into some interesting stuff. I mean, last one was a little all over the place. It was fun, but I think we're gonna be a little bit more focused. We're gonna decide on some topics ahead of time.
Yeah.
And go from
rules of
there.
engagement.
And rules of engagement. That's for sure. Hold on, I'm just trying to see if I missed any comments here. I know that there was a lot of chatter before we decided to hit the
About 2 minutes ago.
giveaway. Yeah. There was one thing that I wanted to respond to, and now I cannot scroll back far enough. So I guess we can do a little bit of a wrap up. Oh, Virus is asking any word on After Dark Fest. October is going to be the month, is what I'm planning right now. I mean, Dark Side, you and I needed to.
It'll be cooler then for sure.
Yeah.
There's some cool places. I think we can do that. So.
How
Well,
do you
let's
feel?
talk about
How do you
that.
feel about the last weekend of October?
For Halloween, absolutely, that'd be awesome.
All right. Well, it's not Halloween's like middle of the week, but okay. Hey, Virus, we're thinking about last week of Halloween. Oh wait, Virus, you're gonna come? That'd be awesome, dude.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
I was just expecting people in the southeast, but that'd be pretty fun. Okay, cool. Well, any last thoughts, guys? We are about to get kicked off of here. Stick around for Nardian. Should be on in about 30 seconds. But thank you so much for coming through. Wow, Solving Chaos says he wants to fly out to LA or to Atlanta too. All right.
It's gonna be a party.
It's gonna be a party. You know what? Okay. So let's actually plan the weekend. I think it's gonna be that last weekend of October, and then we can see who's interested in coming through. But
Dragon Con is coming up. That's in 2 weeks.
That's
Never
2
mind.
weeks. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's the 27th through the 29th. That's Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, that would be dope.
all right, guys, have a fantastic rest of your week. Hopefully, I'll see you guys all here next week. And there we go. We are off. Let me go ahead and end the broadcast.